Good morning, welcome to 29 weeks pregnant with baby number 5. 29 weeks today. I'm always a bit perky on a Thursday. So that's my weekday, that's the day it ticks over again. So especially in the morning, I think I'm a little bit excited. I'm also bummed because kids are all sick, so we're not going camping, which I was really excited to do, but that's okay. It happens. I'm going to read my part out of the book first. My phone's vibrating and I don't know why. I'm going to read the bit out of the book first and then see what I have to talk about. I feel like I've got a little bit of acid reflux right about now. See, I did it again. Why is it vibrating? I do not know. What's going on? It's really hard to find a comfy position to sleep in. I've been doing all right sleeping. I suppose it's not my first, so maybe that's why. You'll find that pregnancy books often say not to lie on your back or your right side because this can lead to less blood flow through the placenta. Though in most pregnancies, this isn't a problem. I think I sleep on my right side most of the time. So I'm on the edge of the bed. That's the way that I face out. Do you know what I mean? I'm on that side of the bed. So I think I just naturally sleep on that side at the moment. I'm still finding it pretty comfortable. I got me one of those balls yesterday, the big like yoga ball things that you can sit on. I call it a birthing ball because they had them at the birthing center and they feel really good to sort of sit and bounce on when you're in labor. But I had one and I lent it to a friend and I'm having trouble getting it back. So now I got another one. I was given another one from a different friend. So we blew that up yesterday and that's so good to sit on. This isn't a problem. In any case, leaning against a pillow will solve it because to relieve the compression, you only need to be tilted off your back by 10 degrees. Lying on your right side is unlikely to be a worry, but check with your doctor if you're concerned. Pillow to tilt you back by 10 off your back by 10 degrees. Oh, okay, so if you're lying on your back, I do lie on my back sometimes though, but mostly on my right side. I want one of those body pillows because they look really comfortable, but I don't want to spend the money for one and then only use it for a few weeks or not even like it. I remember having really bad pain with my second in my pubic like bone or the ligaments between the pubic bones, like in the middle of it, and I used to sleep with a pillow between my legs from quite it was quite early on, I believe. I haven't had to do that. I haven't had any issues. I mean, I have had a little bit of pain come and go, but nothing too bad. And yeah, I haven't had to sleep with the pillow, but I'm thinking about getting a few cheap pillows and sewing them together, or like making a pillowcase, a body length pillowcase, and then stuffing it with old clothes or something. I've got a couple of boxes worth of op shop clothes, but that's kind of a waste of clothes. I don't know. I'll think on it. Maybe I'll look on YouTube and see what cool ideas they have on there because they think of everything, or Pinterest. Otherwise, you could nail a bucket to the floor, stick your head in it, and point the rest of your body towards the ceiling. The baby is looking very baby skew at this point, plumper and rounder. The newborn baby breathing rhythm is developing steadily, is more regular with fewer stops and starts, and the weight is about 1.15 kgs, and the average length is 26 centimeters, which is further than I can spread my thumb and middle finger. So yeah, I did a video like 2 days ago for 28 weeks, so not a lot has changed. The shortness of breath is still a thing, not all the time, just every now and then. Everyone in the house is either sick or getting sick, but not me because I don't get sick when I'm pregnant. I did have that tickle of when your throat gets a little bit sore and you know a sickness is coming on. I did get that and kind of think, but it's gone and I'm fine. So I think maybe I do get sick. I just have it very, very mild. Like they say your immune system is down when you're pregnant because well, this is what I've heard, because your body's like constantly focused on the baby and doing other things. So growing a baby, excuse me. So it's not worried about keeping your immune system up. But I find the opposite. I feel like my immune system is super strong whenever I'm pregnant, and I just don't get sick, except for at the start of this pregnancy. Well, not the start, about 16 weeks when I had the lung infection, but that wasn't like a cold, flu. It was intense. So this pregnancy is the first time I remember actually being sick, but like I said, it was more of an infection than a sickness. What else is new? He moves like crazy. Like now you can watch my belly go like... the kids think it's hard case. No one outside of our family has felt it yet. But they would definitely be able to. Like the movements are a lot higher now, so it wouldn't be kind of weird or awkward to let them feel my belly, but the opportunity just hasn't really arisen. I can't remember if I talked about, I think I'm being called from the other end of the house, maybe. If I talked about, like clothes prep and stuff, I think I did. So I have this big tub of boys' clothes that I've been collecting since before my oldest was born, who is now 7. So I've been collecting boys' clothes for like 7.5 years. Pretty sad, I know. But so I've been through that and taken out everything that's pretty much from birth up to 6 months. And in my set of drawers, I emptied out one of the drawers, which is like, it's the width of my drawers, and then it's separated into 2. So it's one drawer, it slides out at one. It's got a separator in the middle. So I've got one side that's like newborn up to 3 months, and the other one's like 3 to 6 months kind of, or newborn, and then 0 to 3 and up to 6 months. So that's all organized, even though I've got weeks to go. My hospital bag is packed for baby and for me. Like there's a like a nappy bag packed for baby, and then just a reusable countdown shopping bag packed for me. I think the only thing I need in there is maybe like another bra, like another sports bra that I can get out the top of for feeding, and maybe another pair of shorts. There's only one pair of shorts in there, but where our birthing center is like right opposite a shopping complex thing. So there's a supermarket there and there's a Kmart. So I'll be able to send people over for supplies. So yeah, I've got the birthing bag for him packed. It's been packed since like 12 weeks. And every now and then, if I get like a new outfit or something that I want to switch out. So I got a gift from my grandma that had a cute little outfit in it. And I've been given multiple bags of baby boys' clothes that I've been through. So I have this big bag of clothes that I haven't kept, because it's just way too much clothes. Babies don't need that many. Even in the drawers I have too much. I don't think he's going to wear them all, but better to have too much than not enough, right? So I have this big bag of clothes that I haven't kept that I'm hoping to be able to give to a friend of mine who is pregnant. Won't find out until the 20th what she's having, but I reckon she's having a boy. So hopefully I can pass that bag on to her. And so yeah, got the drawers all set to go. Plus I've got like, you can see how I jump around. This is constant. It's like... have you picked up what you were playing with? Go pick up some Lego and then she'll let you do it. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, just constantly jumping, and I can't keep to one. Like my line of conversation just can't stay in a straight... Bleh. Okay, so got my bags packed, got my drawer sorted, and then I have 2 boxes, like those ones that slide into the shelves. Like 2 of those. So one's like got sleepers in it and warmer clothes. And the other one's just full of singlets, like, onesie singlets that button between the legs, but they're just singlets, because I don't think... It's going to be cold when he's born, so it's not like he's just going to going to wear just those. But if we need to layer, then they're good. So they're kind of not in the drawer, but they're there already. And then hospital bags. And then I have one other bag because the birthing bags for me and him are in my wardrobe. So I've told Jason where they are in case for some reason he needs to come and get them. But I also have in the car one paper bag that has like one sleeper, a hat, a pair of socks, a wrap, or one of those wraps that zips up, and then like one of the, not a Muslim wrap, it's like thicker than it, but to wrap the baby in, and one like big soft blanket. So it's a just in case bag. So that's in the car in case for some reason I went into labor early or we were not home or, you know, something like that. So I could have that with me and be dropped off wherever I'm going, and then Jason could come and bring all the other stuff. So that's all set to go. I mean, I have 11 weeks to go. I'm going to say it's more like 9 because I've already had 4 babies. So, and my last was 2 days early, you know, so I had 9 days overdue, due date, 2 days early. So I would kind of assume that it would be a few days early. And then I had that coloscopy thing, whatever it's called, where they took the big chunk off my cervix and told me that I'd go into labor probably 2 weeks early from now on with pregnancies. So I'm guessing more like 9 weeks. So my actual due date is May the 7th. My actual due date is May 21st. My estimation is either exactly 2 weeks, so May the 7th, because I already have 2 on the 7th, plus Jason's on the 7th. That's my estimation, the 7th or the 10th, because that's my brother's birthday. So those are my 2 dates. But in saying that, just because it's a 5th baby doesn't mean it's going to be early. It's my first boy. It's been my biggest gap between babies, and I'm getting a bit older now. And I know someone who went like more than 2 weeks over, I think, on her 4th baby. So it can happen. I was telling Ariel this morning that it's even possible because my due date is the 21st, my birthday is the 26th, and then Ariel's birthday is 8 days after mine on the 3rd of June. So that there's 13 days. Her birthday is 13 days after the due date. So it's even possible that the baby wouldn't be born until after her birthday. You know, like, it's not very likely, but it is a possibility. So I was telling her that this morning. So there's quite a big range, you know, 2 weeks before to 2 weeks after. That's a big... But I'm going with earlier. That's my thoughts. That's my feeling. Who knows, it is what it is. The weather's kind of cooling down a bit. It's a nice day today. We're getting some sun in, I hope. There are still clouds around, so it does block the sun from the solar panels, but I'm hoping our power charges up a bit more. I'm liking that it doesn't feel as hot. I'm ready for autumn. Autumn means cooler weather. I mean, I love summer. I love all seasons, but summer's been here for a while and I'm over the heat. Yeah, I'm ready for it to be cooler. It means Ariel's birthday. It means baby's coming. My birthday. Not that that's a big deal, but 30 this year. But I would like to have baby before my birthday because that way they come earlier, you know, and then you're kind of like, if he's on due date or before, I kind of have a couple of days to recoup before my birthday. And I know I'll be comfortable, you know. If I'm overdue, I'll probably be feeling yuck and cranky. But at the same time, I'd kind of like him to be after my birthday because I'm going to have one more. I know I'm going to have one more at least, but probably just one more. This one's hit me hard. And I feel like, I know it's weird. But if this one's born before my birthday, then I'll have 5 kids born before I'm 30 and only 1 after. Do you know what I mean? Which, I don't know. The kids don't care, but to me it's like just one way to set that one apart. I realized the other day, because I've been thinking about names, and I have a list of names, that all my kids' names so far have an L in them, which I've never noticed before. Lilia has 2 L's, Ariel has an L, Zyla and Kalani, So, and the 2 names that I'm set on for this boy both have L's in them, and I never really thought about it before. I mean, they all have A's in them as well, and most of them have E's, but I mean, those, they're vowels, they're real common names, letters. But L's not that common a letter. So this baby kind of makes or breaks it, like if this baby's name has an L in it, like these 2 names that I'm set on both have L's, then if we have only one more, they have to have an L in it too. Otherwise, they're going to be the only one that doesn't, like, is this OCD, or is this going to come back and haunt them later? Or I don't know. Or is this just my pregnancy brain going, but it's not hard. Like, I'm set on these 2 names, right? One could be for this baby and one could be for the next, but I don't know. I had a really cool name for twins as well, which is one of these names that I'm set on plus another one, that kind of go together but not, they don't rhyme, but they start with the same letter. But the second one doesn't have an L in it. It's funny that it's just all coming to me now. But yeah, got it. We had a bit of a trend going there without even realizing it. Like, you see these people, you got the Duggars and the, what's the other one's names? The Clan. They all play music. Anyway, they're both 2 families. One has 19 kids, another one has 12 kids, and they all start with J's. And I was like, I just could not do that. I don't know how you can do that. I mean, props to them thinking of all the names starting with J, but I just couldn't do it. But I've kind of unconsciously done it, but not, because their names don't start with the same letter. They just all have the L in it. See, like, oh, I'm losing it. I tell you. Anywho, I've blabbed on for like 17 minutes. This is the longest video I've made in ages, and it doesn't even have like hardly any information in it. I'm supposed to be seeing my midwife tomorrow, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I think because I'm past 28 weeks now, so that's usually about when they want you to go get some bloods done, and you often have that glucose test thing, but I'm going to ask about that. I think I've done it with every other pregnancy. I can't remember if I did it last time or not, but if you don't have to, I don't think I will, because I'm pretty sure I don't have diabetes. Like, I think you can tell by looking at me. So, hopefully I can skip that. Obviously, I'll go for the bloods if she wants me to. We've done with all the scans. I need to find out if, or don't need to, I'd like to find out if you can go to the birthing centre if you birth before 38 weeks. I know that, like, because you're considered full term, some people say 37 weeks and some people say 38 weeks. So I know at 38 weeks you can birth there, but I want to know for myself if you can at 37, so I can just have sort of like a mental date in my mind that I have to reach, because I don't want to go to the hospital if I can help it. I either want to be at home or at the birthing centre. I don't know if I've talked about my birthing plan. I might as well just continue to ramble, because we're about to hit 20 minutes now, so we'll just keep going, shall we? So Jason is not too fussed. He's been through 4 of the births before, and he's not fussed either way. And having 4 kids already at home makes it kind of difficult to get someone to come when I go into labor. And typically, well, I say typically, every time I've gone into labor, sort of late hours, it's starting to come on late hours at night, say like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I kind of just hang out at home until early hours of the morning, let him sleep, and then usually around sort of 5, 6 in the morning is when things start to kick in, and that's when I want to get going. So, and then once I leave here, it's been quicker and quicker my time in the actual centre. Apart from Zyla, that was a bit on and off, but even then it wasn't too bad. But the last one was super quick. Like, I got to the birthing centre and she was born within 15 minutes of being there, I think. So Jason's not too fussed, and having 4 kids, trying to get someone to come in at 5 o'clock in the morning to look after 4 kids is, especially when they're waking up in the morning. So I think the plan is for someone to pick me up. I would quite happily drive myself there. Everyone else is not keen for me to do that, and just have someone meet me there. But so I would have to wait for someone to pick me up, which again is annoying because it's like up out like our road. There's like the main road that goes straight to the birthing centre, and then our road is, and then you've got to come 10 k's up our road to get to our house. So I don't know if I'm allowed to. if Jason allows it, maybe I'll drive to the bottom of the road and meet someone there to take me. Or maybe we've got neighbours here. Maybe someone will drive me down if I can drag my butt over the hill to wake someone up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Or maybe he'll just be completely different and come in the middle of the day. Or, you know, Lilia says she wants to be there. She said the same thing last time, but trying to wake her up at 5 o'clock in the morning to see if she wants to come, her decision at that time is that she wants to go back to sleep. But then later on she's mad at me that I didn't take her. So I guess we'll be talking about that a bit more, and whether she actually really wants to be there. So Jason, yeah, he's quite happy to stay here with the kids. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. Like, I mean, it's fine. I don't mind. I'm, you know, I can do it on my own or with a friend there for support. That's fine by me. And then he'd come in later, you know, once he saw someone to come and see the kids, or he would bring the kids in to see baby. But I just feel bad because it's our first son, and I don't know if I don't think he would regret it later. Or again, you know, coming back to, does the baby feel bad about it later on? But maybe I'm creating realities that would never come to be, or, you know, our kids don't tend to be too sensitive. So those, yeah, those are options there. Whether we can, if it's the middle of the day and it's easy enough to have someone here, then Jason comes with me. If it's middle of the night or early hours, someone picks me up. Perhaps even the midwife, because she's like across the paddock, you know. But she has to drive like 22 k's or something to actually get to our house, because she's the next road over. But she used to come across on her horse when she would midwife here on this land for other people years ago. She'd just come across on her horse and it would take her 15 minutes. But now it's like, what, a 20-minute drive or more. So, yeah, almost half an hour for her to come get me. Another option is to birth here, which I love the idea of that, and then all the kids get to be here. But then I lose a night, I believe, at the birthing centre. I'll have to double check again with my midwife and find out. But I know if you birth at the hospital and then go to the birthing centre, you miss a night, you lose a night. So if you birth at the centre, you get 3 nights there. But if you birth at the hospital and then transfer to the birthing centre, you only get 2 nights. And I mean, 2 is still nice. But, and I mean, and I suppose people would think, well, if you have the baby at home, why don't you just stay at home? But, like, at the birthing centre, you've got quiet and peace to yourself, plenty of time to sleep and just bond with the baby. They bring you food. I would be close to resources and stuff. And anyone who wants to visit. But thinking about it with this whole coronavirus thing going around, it's kind of just hit New Zealand. Like, we've got 2 confirmed cases right now as of, what is it, the 5th of March. So it's like, it's coming in now. So I'm not sure I'm going to be wanting people to visit. we'll just see. Because with every other baby, I've just been like, yeah, come straight away. Like, I'm fine. You're on a buzz for the next 12 hours after the baby's born anyway. So I find I think I slept with Lilia quite early on, but for the others, I was like on a high and couldn't sleep. Oh gosh, I can smell nail polish. The kids are painting mugs with nail polish for their grand's birthday, and I can smell it down here. So I think I may have to go supervise. So I'm going to stop rambling. Again, I've already said this once. So am I really? I think so. 25 minutes, yeah. All right. I believe that's everything for this week, and can I be bothered with a belly shot? Here, let's try. Let's put you up on the drawers so you can see all the mess of the room and see if I can get a shot.